Wow, what a story. This woman allegedly kept her stepson in captivity for 20 years, and he finally escaped. And that's a picture of her. Kimberly Sullivan was arrested for allegedly holding her stepson captive for 20 years. The 32-year-old stepson escaped after setting a fire to their house and reported being held prisoner since he was 11 years old. Evidence suggests prolonged abuse, starvation, severe neglect, and inhumane treatment. Sullivan's attorney denies the allegations, but she is being held on a $300,000 bond.
The Connecticut woman accused of imprisoning her 32-year-old stepson for decades. Police say he started a fire and are desperate to break free. Whit Johnson here with the story. Good morning, Whit.
George, good morning. This is a disturbing story here. Police called it a life of captivity and starvation and abuse. The man told authorities he intentionally started the fire at his home and even collapsed to the ground and wouldn't get up because he wanted the fire department to save him, believing that was his only way out.
This morning, harrowing new details of a 32-year-old man now free after allegedly being held captive for decades. His stepmother taken into custody.
This is the worst treatment of humanity that I've ever witnessed.
Last month, authorities in Waterbury, Connecticut, responding to reports of an active fire at 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan's home, making an alarming discovery.
Here's an adult that was 5'9" and 68 pounds.
According to new court documents, officers came into contact with a man who was extremely emaciated. He told officers he intentionally started the fire in his room on the second floor using a lighter, hand sanitizer, and paper because he wanted his freedom.
There's some physical evidence that was seized from the house that does corroborate the fact that that room did have exterior locks on it.
Sullivan appearing in court Thursday, now out on bail, facing multiple charges, including unlawful restraint, reckless endangerment, assault, and kidnapping. The accuser recounting details of his alleged captivity to authorities, saying he had not bathed in over a year. He was let outside for mere minutes a day, and his diet reduced to 2 sandwiches a day. When asked if he was hungry every day, he stated, "All day, every day, my entire life."
That is an awfully long time for no one to have information about what happened to this young man and why he was out of sight and ultimately became out of mind.
And Sullivan's attorney says she denies all allegations and suggested it was the biological father who dictated how his son was raised. He died last year. According to court documents, the Department of Children and Families did visit the home on a couple of occasions, but those visits stopped years ago after the boy was pulled out of school.
This is a horrible story. Yeah, sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, it was an act of desperation to get out of that house.
All right, Whit. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Turn now to the Connecticut.